In this video, I'd like to show you how to seam two pieces of stockinette vertical to horizontal. So I'm going to be sewing right past the bind off on this side, horizontal, and one stitch in from the edge on the vertical piece. So I'm going to start by making a figure 8 at the edge, insert my needle under right in the corner under both sides of that little corner edge. This isn't necessary if this seam is going to be hidden. If it's going to show on a flat piece of knitting, then I would use this figure 8 at the edge. So I'm going to go right in the corner, right underneath both sides of that. Then cross over and do that again. I'm going to go in the same spot where the yarn came out, and now you can see where the figure 8 is starting to form. Right there on the edge, come underneath in the same spot, and what this does, it just makes the edge even out a little bit. You can see that figure 8 right there. Okay, now we're going to start seaming. So I'm going to take my needle inside the very edge stitch on the vertical piece, and I'm going to catch one bar right past that edge. You have to curl this away towards you so you can see where to go in. Cross over to the horizontal piece and find the first letter V, closed V, where the legs are closed after the bind off, right next to the bind off, and go under both legs. Cross over to the first side, and because stockinette is not a square stitch, you're always going to have more rows in stockinette than you have stitches. So occasionally, to make it line up, you're going to have to get 2 bars on the vertical piece. And what I like to do is, if the piece is very long, I would pin it several times and aim for evenness at every single pin. Cross over to this side, and we're going to go in where the seaming yarn came out, underneath both sides of that V right there. After I have a few stitches, I can pull this seaming yarn snug and bring those edges together. Now, if we were using the same color, this edge right here would line up and match. Okay, so now continue coming over here underneath one bar, cross over here underneath both sides of the letter V. If you have trouble seeing it, follow the column up a little bit and you can see those V's lined up. You always want to get the closed legs. It looks a lot tidier. Otherwise the stitches seem to be separated. Cross over here, and I'm going to get 2 bars this time. Cross over under both legs. So the adjustment is always made on the vertical side, this side over here, because we always want to go underneath one whole stitch. That makes it look like the line of stitches is lined up with another V, and then when we pull it snug, that yarn completely disappears into the seam. So you'll continue this way and end at the top with another figure 8. If you turn it over, you can see where it's nice and tidy. We've only got 1 stitch in from the edge on both sides. This would be the matching yarn here. So there you go. Seaming horizontal to vertical stockinette. Have fun.